How to find voltage across a 30 ohms resistor using mesh analysis. Before solving this circuit, let us say mesh analysis or loop analysis. What is mesh analysis? Mesh analysis is used to analyze the circuit. Mesh analysis is a combination of Kirchhoff voltage law and Ohm's law. It is a combination of simply Kirchhoff voltage law plus Ohm's law. Then what is the working of mesh analysis? Working. How to apply this mesh analysis on given circuit? Let us say first you must identify the closed loops in given circuit. Then here how many number of closed loops are there in this problem? Let us say here from here to here there is a one closed loop, so this is one closed loop. Again this is another closed loop, so here number of closed loops are 2. So in working first step is identify the number of closed loops in given circuit. Again what should we do? Assign mesh currents in clockwise direction in given circuit. Assign mesh currents in clockwise direction in given circuit, such as clockwise direction, clockwise direction. So assign in clockwise direction, name the current in this loop as I1 and current in this loop as I2. Now second point, assign mesh currents in clockwise direction in given circuit and name the currents. Then later what should we do? In third step, what are various parameters that are affecting on these loops? We write in expression form, such as write trivial equations in the loops. From third step, from loop 1, taking loop 1 or I1 loop, what are various factors that are affecting on the loop? Here we should write only in terms of V or V equivalent. We should write only V or IR. So now while considering this, we should apply such that always consider in current flow direction, assign terminals like positive, positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. While writing equation, we should check what the terminal that I1 current is passing first. What is the first terminal that is touching the I1 loop? So here the I1 is touching first to positive terminal. So positive 5 ohms into I1. What we said that we should write all in terms of V or IR because of KVL equations. Again, another factor is this 10 ohms resistor are in loop 1. So here I1 is touching first positive terminal of 10 ohms. So positive 10 into I1. Then again here this I1 is passing through negative terminal to positive terminal. So touching first negative terminal. So negative 20 volts. So minus 20. Again on loop 1, loop 2 also affecting on loop 1 such a way here I2 passing through negative terminal. So negative 10 ohms into I2. So from KVL, sum of voltages in a closed loop is equals to 0. So by simplifying this, we get 5I1 plus 10I1, which is equals to 15I1. Again minus 10I2, which is equals to 20. So consider this as equation 1. Again taking loop 2 or I2 loop. Now what are various factors that affecting on I2? Let us see now. First, again we should write the terminals. So here in loop 2, the I2 passing from positive to negative. So first touching positive terminal of 30 ohms resistor. So 30 into I2. Here this I2 again touching negative terminal first. So negative 80. Again here touching first terminal, that is positive terminal. So positive 10 I2. Again one more factor that affecting on I2 loop, such that I1 affecting on I2 loop by 10 ohms resistor. Such a way, first I1 entering on negative terminal of 10 ohms and I1, which is equals to 0. Why 0? From KVL equation, sum of voltages in a closed loop is equals to 0. Now again minus 10 I1, positive 10 I2, positive 30 I2, which is 40 I2. Again take and go this 80 into the RHS side, that is positive 80. If we change terminals, if we change signs, this is as 10 I1 minus 40 I2, which is equals to minus 80. Consider this as equation 2. If we use calci to solve this, then we got we get I1 and I2, such that equations, this equation is similar to this first one, 15 minus 10, 20, 10, 40 equal to, now I1 equal to 3.2 amps, again I2 equal to 2.8 amps. Now in question what he asked to find voltage across 30 ohms. Now so what he asked to find voltage across 30 ohms. From Ohm's law, voltage at 30 ohms equals to resistance at 30 ohms into current at 30 ohms. So what is resistance at 30 ohms? Simply 30 into what is the current flowing through 30 ohms. Current flowing through 30 ohms is I2. Then I2 I2 is derived as 2.8 amps, which is equals to voltage at 30 ohms, which is equals to 30 into 2.8. So voltage at 30 ohms is equals to 84 volts. So finally voltage across is 30 ohms is 84 volts. We can analyze the circuit using mesh analysis or loop analysis. Again, why it is called loop analysis? Because here we using loop equations to analyze the circuit.